Hello my friends, welcome to this episode of Snapshots from the Summit. 5 minutes of absolute stellar goodness that you can apply to your life to help you unlock the vault and escape the cage that's keeping you in prison, whether that's a 9 to 5 job or whether that's a business that's kind of not cutting it for you. It's not bringing home the biscuits, so to speak, right? And today I'm going to share with you something special. Yesterday with my Magicians Guild members, I shared an equation with them that is, I'm doing a special series with them as they're on their journey to unlocking the vault themselves. And what we're talking about is what's holding them back from their first $1 million year. And one of the things I shared with them yesterday, which I'm going to share with you guys and girls over the next 4 snapshots from the summit, so I'm going to break it down, is an equation that literally stops you dead in your tracks, as was evidenced by the feedback that I got in regards to the equation that I shared. And so I thought, well, why not? I am going to share it with you, but we're going to drop it over 4 episodes and we're only going to go like 20,000 foot kind of 20,000 foot kind of view, because we just don't have the time in 5 minutes to drop the goodness to that depth, right? So here's the equation. It's what we call the procrastination equation. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm quite sure that many of you, in fact, probably 95% of you, have procrastinated in some form or another on something over your life, right? In fact, you're probably doing it right now about a decision you have to make or an action that you know if you actually took it would definitely work out and help you on your way to unlocking the vault, right? So in the context of what's holding you back from your first $1 million year, procrastination is a biggie, right? Because the actions you should be taking that would get you to that $1 million year, we procrastinate on. And the reasons we do that is based on this equation. And this equation, it can act like an early weather warning, like, you know, the hurricane warnings that tell you there's a hurricane coming. Well, when you know how to read and this equation, you will know your likelihood of procrastinating based on your answers to the different parts of the equation, right? So the procrastination equation goes like this, right? It's E times V divided by D times I, right? E times V divided by D times I. Now that extrapolated out is expectation times value divided by the deadline times individual sensitivity, right? So it's expectation of success times the value you place in the task or project that you're undertaking divided by the deadline, how close is it, that you need to complete, times your individual sensitivity. How much do I hate this task that I'm going to do, right? So that's the procrastination equation. And when, like I said, when you know how to read those things, read those particular parts of the equation, which I'm going to cover over the next 4 episodes. I just wanted to give you the whole equation in this particular snapshots from the summit, so you know what we're going to be talking about over the next 4. So we're going to be talking about how to break down the procrastination equation and what each part of the equation actually means to you. And you'll be able to look back just like my clients did yesterday, and they said, oh my God, it's just amazing how now I see, now the fog has lifted, I see that the things that that I didn't realize unconsciously that I was doing based on that equation. One of the tasks I gave them was to, and you can do this before we break down the equation, list out a minimum of 10 things that you're procrastinating on at the moment, right? Or have procrastinated on in the last, say, 30, 60, 90 days, right? That you know that if you actually did them, would help you enormously to unlock the money vault and escape the cage. But you, for some reason or another, have decided not to pursue or not to do things, right? And as we break down the equation, I want you to then take those 10 things that you've procrastinated on and have a look at the equation, and you will find that parts of the equation match up with the reason why you have been procrastinating. And so, for instance, you've listed down something and you look at it and you go, okay, expectation of success. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I'm going to be able to be successful at it. That's why I procrastinated on it, right? The deadline. The deadline's, saving for retirement, right? I'm 20 years old. That's a long way away. So you procrastinate because it's not close. The deadline is not close, right? What value do I place in this particular project? If it's not high on the totem pole, you're not likely to be going to do it, right? And individual sensitivity. You are never, ever going to do something that you absolutely hate, right? That's just the way 99.9% of people are, right? So we're going to cover those things over the next 4 episodes of the Snapshots from the Summit. And so I'll just give you the equation again. So it is E times V divided by D times I. Expectation times value divided by deadline times individual sensitivity. That's the procrastination equation. And over the next 4 episodes, I will break that down individually, and you will be able to apply it to the 10 things that you've listed down that you've been procrastinating on, so you can get clarity on why you've been procrastinating and then put in place a plan to ensure that you get moving on what it is that you know will change your future, right? Same thing that got you here won't get you there. So if you're procrastinating, there's a reason why, and that equation is the early warning system. So we'll dive into that tomorrow. And I will talk to you again tomorrow, and we will be talking about expectation as part of the procrastination equation. So this is Dwayne signing off from the team here at Conquer Your Everest. As always, if you want to get hold of us, either above or below this video will be how you can get the top 3 ways to get hold of us. And we will talk to you again on the next episode of Snapshots from the Summit. Bye for now. Have a great one. Bye.